Greetings, greetings, greetings. Sorry for the delay, beautiful people. I don't know what happened. I was in a total different room. So we'll get started in just a second. Allow me to get everything flowing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As everybody start to flow into the room, I'd like to know where you are. If in the chat room, just to know who's here. Just let me know where you're from. What city and state are you tuning in from? Let me see as we get started. Just put in the chat box what city and state. If you're here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And we're going to get started very soon. All right. Concord in the house, North Carolina. Yes, yes. So just follow through, follow in. Welcome, everybody. Clayton, Texas, Virginia. Yes, I'm loving it. So many different places. So welcome my chakra tears that came to me earlier today. And I just thought it was so cute to call y'all chakra tears. So that's what we are. And I welcome you to this info share tonight with the Chakra Therapy Coaching Program. For those who are just now getting in, I just ask that you put where you're located into the chat room. And we're going to go ahead and get started tonight. So you all are here for a purpose. So I welcome you to tonight's info share. For the Chakra Therapy Coaching Program. This is a chakra-based coaching approach. And with this together, we'll explore how chakra therapy coaching can transform your healing practice. And not only your practice, but your life. It's about doing the work. So before we get started, I'm pretty sure most of you on here, if you're therapists, energy workers, practitioners, you're in the healing field. It's very important as we join in any sacred space of learning that before we start, let's just take a moment to center ourselves. And I just ask you to take 3 nice deep breaths in, inhaling deeply in through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. Very good. 2 more. And we just call for in the space of energy that this space brings you clarity and alignment for your next step on the healing path. Today's session is designed to help you discover how chakra-based methods can deepen your work with clients and also expand your healing toolkit. And basically, as most of us here are healers, helping professionals, we know if you do the work, it will work. And that is what is so important. So within that, who am I? I did not get a chance to upload my picture, but you'll see my face at the end of this. But I am Asha Sims. I am a licensed therapist, chakra therapist, as well as a clinical energy practitioner and Reiki master. I created the Chakra Therapy Coaching Program to blend in the different modalities that I use with energy healing, psychology, as well as spiritual growth. And all these different dynamics help to root me in my own journey of transformation. And so through these modalities, through my business, Ashakti Wellness and Yoga, I'm located here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I help others to reconnect with the inner wisdom, help to align their energy and become more empowered as the healers in the work. So I want to start out just to give you some background on how we're even here to this point. And I'm assuming, even though you're not supposed to make assumptions, but I do believe the laws of attraction. So if you're drawn to this call tonight, it is letting me know that you have a calling for more knowledge in order to do the work that you're being called to do. So for me, this journey started on burnout. That's exactly where this journey started, burnout. After years of being a traditional therapist, I hit a wall. After being in the field for 15 years, I've worked in the school systems as an at-risk counselor, detention centers, the hospitals, own group homes for at-risk youth, and begin to do private practice later on. But before I did the private practices, where I was burnt out. I was working at my previous company as a clinical director, and I was just seeing that the modalities that I had learned in school were not getting to the core of what I was needing to reach my clients. This is where I started to understand the holistic approach, because a lot of the issues that my clients were dealing with on a mental health aspect were basically, it was impacting the physical. It was impacting their overall sense of being and connecting to this universe. And so some of the traditional approaches didn't seem to really be reaching them, in which that's when I hit the burnout. I'm like, what am I doing? Is this beneficial? Am I helping anybody? And also at that time, I was going through my own transition. And at that time is where I found Reiki, or Reiki energy work found me. That process really helped me to root myself. But in the process of finding Reiki, doing this deep soul work, after I became burnt out from the clinical field, I became or focused more on being a wellness practitioner. At this time, being a certified energy worker, I was like, I'm not dealing with therapy. I'm just going to do the energy work. I'm just going to focus on the body and help people heal this way. And it wasn't until another clinician, a colleague of mine, asked me to present at a conference about integrative approaches and energy work, because she knew I was a clinician and doing the energy healing, and asked me to speak. And it was at this conference that I realized the discovery that there was a need. There was a room full of clinicians and other mental health professionals that was looking for a deeper approach to healing and working with their clients as well as with themselves. And so with this encounter of the chakra system, it revealed a map of healing that helped me to work with my clients in addressing the whole person, the mind, the body, the spirit, through energy. And at this point in time, when I was learning about these chakras, and I'm like, oh, this is so wonderful, that's when I realized, well, how do you unblock them? And that's where my path of going into energy healing began at that point in time. Who wants to walk around with blocked chakras and not know how to unblock them? So the path began at that point in time, and that is where the transformation came into existence, where I decided to go back into therapy as a clinician. But this time I said, if I'm going back, I'm going to incorporate these modalities. This is when I began to incorporate the chakra approach that I'm going to tell you about tonight, as well as psychotherapeutic Reiki and incorporating energy work in with my sessions. And bringing these approaches in along with mindfulness, somatic. I'm also a yoga instructor. But bringing all these modalities in, clients begin to have more breakthroughs than conventional methods. This approach is integrative, a complementary approach. It does not supersede other things that we have learned, but it adds to it and gives it a more holistic approach. So therefore, this program, the creation of it, is not just another coaching program. It's a transformation container. It is born from clinical expertise as well as ancient wisdom as well. So what is chakra therapy coaching? I'll go into that. And as we go through, if you have any particular questions, feel free to put them in the chat room, and I can come back and address that later at the end. But what is chakra therapy coaching? This is, as you guys are going to be chakrateers. You see how I call it forth. Chakra therapy coaching is a revolutionary approach that bridges the gap between traditional therapy, energy healing, as well as coaching. And we'll talk more into those who are asking, is this for me? I'm not a therapist. We'll get into that more. But what it does is an integration of different modalities, is combining the subtle energy healing, somatic awareness, as well as different evidence-based coaching and clinical techniques that have all now come into one powerful system. It is a dual foundation because it is rooted in clinical psychological expertise as well as some of the ancient holistic wisdom traditions. So with this is transformational results. Clients experience faster and deeper shifts, real prolific shifts, because we're addressing the energetic roots of their challenges, not just the symptoms. The point of this program, I always say to anybody that I work with, is to empower the client to know who they are and have a sense of self. Healing cannot begin until you know self. And often we're not grounded in self to even think about what to do with self. And that just gives us more anxiety. So the chakra system is a map for transformation. I'm going to give a brief overview of the chakras, but more will be going into more detail in the program. But we were going to focus on the 7 primary chakras in this program. There are a multitude of more chakras, but we stick with the primary ones. So each module in this program is going to be centered around each chakra. But the root chakra is your base chakra for feeling safe, stable, and belonging. Your sacral chakra is about creativity, your emotions, your pleasure center. The solar plexus comes with the power, the confidence, the self-esteem. The heart chakra is about love, compassion, and relationships. The throat is about expression, truth, and communication. Your third eye, intuition, vision, and inner wisdom. And the crown chakra is about your connection, the purpose, your purpose, and spiritual awareness. So addressing these 7 layers of foundation to transformation is going to help bridge the gap of those unanswered pieces sometimes that are not addressed in just coaching or just the traditional therapy process. So incorporating all of this helps the client go deeper and have a different awareness of self to guide them on this whole transformation journey. But you're not overwhelming them. You're starting with the base before you can get to the top. And often in our approaches, and I'll use the example of just mental health, when clients come, we're working on those immediate issues. I mean, anxiety, depression, all of that is in the third eye. But if they're not rooted and grounded physically, feeling safe, you're not going to get much progress in that third eye because it's going to be overwhelmed, either overactive or underactive. And that's where the whole repeat of clients sometimes, where you have clients that come and say, I've done therapy for 10 or 15 years, it's not working. Or you've had coaching clients and it seems that you're not making any progress. This is where we're going to be able to identify where the blockages are to assist them on moving forward. So who is this program for? Healing professionals. This is for therapists, mental health therapists, psychologists, social workers, life coaches, health coaches, wellness coaches, business coaches, any holistic healer, energy practitioners, Reiki, energy workers, anyone that's doing any work and helping those to heal. I always say when we're talking about energy work, we're working with divine source. So regardless of, it doesn't matter of what institution technically you went through in connecting with source. So this is more geared to those in different professions that are already working with people, or you're choosing to work with people to empower, to motivate, to help them heal any emotional blockages, spiritual blockage. This is for you. It's for practitioners that may feel limited by surface level approaches. And you are in a knowing that your clients need something deeper. I know for me, I'm an empath. I feel more. And I knew some of the modalities that I was using was not reaching them. I myself, neurospicy, I became what I needed. So it was, if I went to a therapist, what type of therapist would I need? And I became that because I knew there are others just like me who needed what I want as well. This is also for those who are just craving a framework that's trauma informed. that's also energetically aligned and honors more of the soul's journey. That's what this is about. It's not changing anyone. It's helping to reconnect with that inner part of them to help them on the journey of self-knowledge. So the difference, and when I say going back to that slide, wellness practitioners, yoga practitioners, all of that is included into the healing professional. So what is the difference between chakra coaching and chakra therapy? All right. When you use chakra coaching, this is when you have a client that is wanting to explore their own energy patterns, their purpose, or reclaim their personal power. It's like they may have been in therapy for a minute. They understand the past. They understand their traumas. They got that. They've been through it. But right here, right now, they're stuck. That's when the chakra coaching can impact them. That means there is no current mental health crisis going on at that time. The focus is primarily on transformation, embodiment, and self-leadership. And you're going to help guide that client to be more aligned and take action, and not as much emotional, helping to deal with their emotions that they're dealing with that may cause the imbalance. And that's when, if you are a coach, then is when to know when to refer to a clinician if it gets out of your ability or competency. So when to use chakra therapy? This is if a client presents with symptoms of trauma, anxiety, depression, and grief. And if you are licensed, and I say this chakra therapy is to be utilized if you are operating within your clinical profession, your profession as a licensed clinician, where you are licensed to offer clinical interventions in this process. So the chakra system is used to deepen any somatic processing that is going on, or to help clarify any psychological blocks that may be occurring. So sometimes a chakra coach and a chakra therapist can work together. If you don't have the skills and expertise to handle the mental health, then you connect with the chakra therapist. Chakra therapist, after you're doing therapy with them, they've resolved their issues, then they may need to go to chakra coaching. So they still can intertwine. And so hopefully that clarifies the difference between the two and how it's used. Coaching versus therapy. What is the difference in the approach? The primary focus, like I said, for coaching is going to be personal growth, future goals, self-awareness, and empowerment. Therapy, you're healing the emotional wounds, you're addressing the mental health conditions and helping them to resolve past trauma that they're stuck at. With energy work and chakras, we're helping to release imprints that are in their subtle energy field to help clear them, to reprogram them, and sometimes really bring them back online, because different traumas and different emotional situations that may occur can throw you basically out of alignment. The scope of this practice for coaching is you're going to stay in a non-clinical territory, but you're going to focus on the present and the future. Coaching is about the present and the future. So with therapy, of course, it involves more clinical diagnosis, recovery, the trauma, going back in the past, seeing where the traumas happened, helping them to resolve the traumas on an emotional and psychological level. How do you incorporate the chakra work within the two? For coaching, it will support life balance. It will help more with the energy alignment, self-discovery, and spiritual empowerment. Within therapy, you use the chakras as a lens for processing trauma, the somatic healing, or symbolic interpretation. As far as client readiness, one thing I would say, as I market myself as this clinician, it's never been a thing of getting clients to understand what I'm doing. It's the clients that already understand, that are needing this, that come already ready. So within coaching, their readiness, they're already functioning well, and they're seeking something to help elevate them or transform. In therapy, the readiness may be they're experiencing dysregulation, distress, or unresolved trauma and need an approach to help them heal. The tools and techniques, similar, can be intertwined, but within coaching, you're going to use modalities like meditation, visualization, energy assessments, journaling. Within therapy, you may use more body-based work, informed somatic work, inner child healing, EMDR, parts work. And so with both within the boundaries, coaching, it does not treat mental health, it does not diagnose, and it refers out if the issue is deeper. Therapy, we are legally and ethically bound to assess, diagnose, and treat psychological issues. So both have ethical standards to uphold. Coaching, those are coaching ethics that you must uphold that are not the same as licensed mental health standards. And even though they are, you still have to uphold certain standards, whereas the clinicians were governed by strict licensing boards like the NBCC, APA, licensed social worker boards. So either one of those, depending on your expertise, is where you can fall into how to incorporate this work into your day-to-day approach. So the requirements. What does it take to become a chakra therapy coach? 1, be a part of the healing, have a healing background, professional healing background. So like I said, this is open to therapists, coaches, healers, those in training in mental health, energy work, or even other related fields. There is no prior energy healing certification required. But I will say, in addition, that has assisted me, of course, understanding how the chakras are blocked. Becoming an energy practitioner can add to your tools in assisting clients in that. 2, commitment and engagement. All I ask is that you attend to the sessions and attend any Zoom sessions or replays that we may have. We will not have weekly Zoom meetings. It will be at least once a month, but you will also have peer rooms that you will meet with peers during this process as well. So there is engagement within this that will require you to be a part. It may take 2 to 4 hours a week between the practice, journaling, and the lessons. So it is a commitment involved within this, and just asking that you actively participate in the group discussions and complete any reflection assignments. This will be done through the Teachable platform. So there will be videos, live presentations, homework assignments. And within this, I ask that you do the work that you are going to be doing as work. So a lot of the exercises that are given to clients, I encourage you to do them the same. 3rd, practice clients. Being a part of this is a program where you're going to have me there to provide expertise and case consultation with you through this program. It is a 7-month program. So I do ask that you have identified 3 to 4 practice clients to complete case study work with. Now, if you have not started seeing clients, it is okay. You can start with 3 to 4 friends. I always tell people, when I started this work, it didn't have anything to do with the professional field. It was my family. When I first became an energy practitioner, all my clients was my family. My brother wanted me to do energy work on not all his girlfriends, but his girlfriends, but family members. The elderly was wanting me to come lay hands on them. So initially, this started just amongst those in my inner circle. So within this, if you're already in the field doing coaching, go ahead and identify 3 to 4 that may be interested in getting this work and you going through the chakra work for them. Therapy, if clinicians, if you have clients that you think would be interested in this, there are ways and different processes that I can assist you with in integrating this already into your therapy practice with your clients as well. So just start thinking about that, 3 to 4 people. I say 4, as we know, sometimes people back out. So I just want you to have at least a good amount of information to bring when we have our case studies and the peer reviews on the work with these clients. And doing so within this program, we'll have templates of consent forms and discuss further different ethical guidelines to help getting people started with the consent forms and liability. And lastly, technology payment agreements. So must have access to the internet. The lives will be going through Zoom and, of course, basic digital tools. This is a digital world now. Complete the intake application and forms. Submit full payment or payment plan before the starting date. And for the Beta Cohort participants, I ask that you just provide program feedback and testimonials as we go through this together. So what's inside this program? We're going on a 7-month journey into the chakras, which means into yourself. So that means each month we'll be focusing on a chakra. And during this time, we're going to explore the mental aspect, the physical aspect, the spiritual aspects of all how these chakras impact our day-to-day lives. It's going to be some exploring. We're going to learn how to incorporate the developmental stages in with the chakra development. So with that, it's going to be a lot to do. Not a lot to do, because it's actually not going to seem like work, believe it or not. It's going to be very empowering for yourself, as well as seeing the clients really get actively involved. And so it would be live trainings, monthly coaching calls, practice labs with feedback from peers, sometime to come together to speak on different clients and cases. Tools, you're going to learn tools, somatic exercises to help with the chakras, movement, yoga poses that can help if there's any blockages in the body, coaching scripts, and different clinical protocols for each chakra. Also, different trainings would be in addition with this Beta Cohort group. We'll go into ethics, and you will get a certification as well from the Coaching Association to enhance your professional credentials within this. For the clinicians, I am working on continuing ed credits at this time for some of the classes. So hopefully we can get some continuing ed for the clinicians. And I will be speaking with those in the program later on within that. What else is included? Like I said, this is a 7-core training module program. So I have a manual that will help you to identify and give more support on understanding the chakra psychology, developmental stages, all of that, trauma-informed approaches, coaching tools, guided meditations, all of that within the coaching manual. There is also a client workbook, the Chakra Exploratory Workbook I designed. After doing this work for the past 7 years, I combined a lot of the exercises that I've done into one workbook now that can be given to the clients, can be downloaded as a PDF, but it's also available on Amazon. But these have printable worksheets for them to complete and help in the journey. Because if they're doing the work, when they come to this session, they're already coming ready to process because they did the work. And so this book has different prompts, journals, body maps, and different coaching scripts as well that will be a part of this program. The Beta Cohort invitation, this starting out is only for $497. This is a limited time special offer. When I launch this fully, it's going to be $2,222, the full value. So why join the beta now? You're going to get the full experience plus more really at this time at a significantly reduced rate. The point is for you to assist in shaping this final version, and your feedback is going to be so key on implementing this when I finally launch it. So there are limited spots available for the Beta Cohort. And so early applicants are prioritized, or making sure that you get in before all the spots fill up. So what are the benefits of being a part of the Beta Cohort? Well, you get direct access to me. Yay. But with that, you can get more personalized support and feedback and mentorship as myself being the creator and founder of this program, and services that I already implement within my private practice and as a wellness clinician. So the early certification opportunity will assist you in being the first certified chakra therapy coaches, which is a unique credential that's blending in chakra psychology, trauma-informed care, and energy healing. It's going to provide you with community connection. Being a part of this cohort, you will be a part of other like-minded healers, therapists, and space holders that are also committed to deep healing and personal evolution. So it's the energy. It's fun. You're looking forward to do it. At this point in time, y'all, I love my clients and I look forward to all of my sessions. And that says a lot as a clinician. So that's very key in having support with clients that may be difficult. You're going to get bonus resources and tools that only will be exclusive to the Beta cohort, because I just want you to let me know how the forms are. Are they beneficial or not beneficial before I offer them as digital downloads for other cohorts later on. Also, priority for future roles. Beta graduates may be considered for future leadership in teaching or other affiliate roles as this program grows. This is something that I just want to expand to other areas, to other states, to other countries even, to assist others in healing. Also, additional bonus. Being a part of this Beta cohort, you will get the Chakra Practitioner Certification Level 1 at no charge. The Level 1 Practitioner Certification is a self-paced course that provides more foundation in becoming a chakra practitioner. This is where we go into details and understanding more about the chakras, the developmental stages, assessing what to look for, all of that in the Level 1. This course is a prerequisite to the chakra coaching program. So this is very important, and this is the advantage of being a part of the Beta group, because you would get this course for free. If you're not even able to do the Beta cohort at this time, I still encourage you to take upon the opportunity to do the Chakra Practitioner Certification, which is a Level 1. That will still give you good foundation and getting started until you're able to go to the Level 2 with the Chakra Therapy Coaching Program. So with that, I'm at the point to answer any questions, but the common questions I think I might have gone over exactly how long, what the requirements are, what the calls, the practice, how to integrate it. All calls will be recorded if you are not able to attend. That will be available for you to see when you're more convenient. Again, experience level. It is suitable for beginners and experienced practitioners. If you just started, it's fine. It's going to help you do what you do and feel more confident in the work that you do. So like I said, prior energy work is helpful, but it's not required. Again, this is a certification process. So completing all modules, demonstrating competency through the case studies, and there will be a final project at the end to receive the certification. Support will be available to you. You have access to me, a private community for peer support, and additional clarity calls as needed if you need any assistance and other things. So the next steps will be, and I'll go back to the question and answers for those that have, and like I said, you can put them in the chat group or the question and answer QA box if you have any, and I will go back and review that. So the next steps, start today, register today. The link I put in the chat, the application link for the Beta group, if you wish to get started. Like I said, I think at this time I may have 6 spots left. So I encourage you to, as soon as you can. And then for those that do sign up, I will be doing a personal call with you to just get more about where you are, what you're doing, and address any specific questions about how this program can fit your practice. And we get started September 23rd, so next month. So I encourage you, if you're going to be a part, let's get going so that you can at least get started on the Level 1 program and moving forward through that. So that is my information in regards to the chakra coaching program. now as my neural spicy mind, look over here in the chat. I'm going to ask if anybody has any questions. Let me look through here. The start date is September 23rd. It would be on Tuesdays, a Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock from 7 to 8:30. Are there any other questions that anybody may have that I may not have gone over? You can put them in the chat group. If so, if anybody has any questions that you want to ask, let's see. Nikki, you got yours. All righty. We need to finish the online course before the start date. It would be in your best interest to get as much done with the level 1 course. It is not mandatory that it has to be done. But it will assist in some of the things that will be asked of you to do, if that makes sense. So in my nice Virgo way, I want to say, yes, get it done. But I also want to be realistic with time that if do what you can. How many people in this cohort? My limit is going to be 12 to 15 at this time. No more than 12. It's going to be an even number because it's going to be some partner work. So I know 15 is not an even number, but I didn't really want to say 16. I don't know why. That was just too many. So within that, any other questions? Let me see. Let me stop sharing and just show my face for a minute. You didn't see the link. All right. Let me see if I can get this link without causing havoc and drama with technology. I'm multitasking. Let's see. I'm going to put that in the group. All right. I just put the job form link in the group. If anybody who is not able to do the Chakra cohort, like I said, I will be sending the feedback and email to everybody that's a part of this, that I can send the link for the Chakra therapy, the level 1 class, and if anybody needs that, and I'll send that. Other than that, let me stop the screen share, and here we go. So I hope this has answered you guys' questions and helped you have more clarity within this. I just had to show my face real quick so you can see me, like eyes for those who need to look in the eyes. But I hope this program can and cause you to go deeper within yourself and allow you to try new modalities and step out the box and become innovative. Yes, the meetings, the live meetings will be once a month, and then sometimes I will pair you up with a partner in between that you can meet, but it wouldn't be on a live. But technically the main primary part is the once a month lives that I would do with you, and that is when we may staff some cases and I can provide more information, because the way the program is set up is going to be a lot of self-study reading and videos that's in the modules, so that when we do meet, I'm not really coming in to really repeat and teach. Is really to discuss what you're actually already doing and implementing, so that we all can learn from each other. It's not fair to kind of reteach what you could have read, and then those who read are now upset that they got to wait. So being a former educator, I try to hit all the different learning styles. So in that aspect, we do have the visual for those who need to see and be. And then for those who just love reading and working at their own pace, you'll love that as well. So it's a dualities of those modalities in that. The platform will be Teachable. It will be on the Teachable. You'll get a link upon registration for the Teachable platform to start going into those programs and modules. I won't have all the modules always open, because I know for some of you like to skip ahead. I need you to focus on one thing at a time, 1 month at a time. of each chakra and go from there. Anything else? Any other questions that anybody may have? Each live is 90 minutes. Yes, ma'am. That or less, but I'm going to say more than likely it will be a good 90 minutes. Let's see. I think that is it. If I don't see any more questions in this, like I said, this just brings joy back to practice and work. No more burnout. I really look forward to going to see my clients and them coming to see me. And it makes my job easier because the energy starts working before the session. So say if you was working on the root chakra or going to the sacral chakra and they come in and say, this is what happened to me in my relationship and I had this revelation. I'm like, well, isn't that interesting? Because we were going to start discussing the sacral chakra. So it just flows. It takes pressure off me. It's fun. And it's and it goes deeper. It's similar to a cap. Is there similar? It won't be as difficult as a capstone for completion, but something similar to that, Nikki. I won't make it that technical. We're not working on the doctorates, but it will be something similar to that in that project. And really, it's just helping. The capstone can help you to, by the end of the program, how do you want to integrate it into your practice? Like I said, with this, everybody may do this different. I always tell people, just because I'm incorporating this in my clinical practice doesn't mean you can't do it because you're not doing it like me. Everybody has different skill sets. And so you can incorporate it into whatever environment that you're working in. If you're a yoga teacher, I know you're working with clients and you're aware where they may have blockages. So combining this into yoga can help clients have more awareness and go deeper into the poses. Of course, as a clinician, it can help. Business coaches, I have some that take their clients through the chakras on establishing their business, starting a business. Are you safe and secure? Do you feel stable? Sacral chakra, do you have joy and pleasure? Are you confident with the solar plexus? So you can go through all the stages in the coaching for business specifics. So it can be used in any environment. So I say that you're coming with your own gift. So this program is not to mimic it just as I do it, but to have a foundation for you to add your spice to it to help clients grow. So that's where the importance of getting the feedback. I've been doing chakra work now for about 5 years. No, I'm lying. 2017, a little more than 5 years now. But I've been doing it for a while and have seen major progress with the clients that I've worked with. And often most of my clients turn into coaches into my coaching program or come through the energy work certifications, Reiki certifications from that end and help them become more empowered. So I think that is it. If nobody else have any more questions, I will allow us to finish our Thursday evening out. I thank you guys for the time and coming to this and listening. And for those who are not here, this will be a replay so that you can go back and look at it later if you missed anything. So I look forward to working with many of you. And if you have any questions, you know how to reach me. I'll be sending a follow-up email out to everybody. And if I don't see you on this go around, I hope I see you again. There's other programs that I have offered from Reiki for mental health professionals, psychotherapeutic Reiki, and I'm in the process of becoming a continuing ed provider so that for the clinicians out here, we can get more continuing ed dealing with the holistic practices and modalities. It's time for us to step up. It's a new world. We have different clients. And if you're on here, I know you're not the average therapist or coach. So it's time for us to come together and make a difference. So I thank you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. And I look forward to it. Thank you. Good night.